All right, good morning, everybody. As promised, here comes the first video going through the meiosis slides so I can explain them to you instead of just posting them on Classroom. This is going to be broken down into at least 3 videos so that none of them are too long. So, meiosis. The purpose of meiosis, we are producing cells that are going to become new organisms. So gametes, germ cells, sex cells. These are used in sexual reproduction. So these cells that are created in meiosis are what's called haploid. That's this denoted by an N. So it has half the number of chromosomes. Our body cells are considered 2N and called diploid. So you get one set of chromosomes from each of your parents, and that's how it goes for every organism that comes from sexual reproduction. What's really important about this process is that it introduces genetic variation. None of us are the same, and thank goodness, because without variation, we're all going to be susceptible to the same diseases. Our species will not be able to adapt to changes. Look at what we're going through right now with coronavirus. If we were all precisely the same, everybody would die. So genetic variation is good. This picture, this is a very, very oversimplified version of what is going on with meiosis. So we're starting here, and this would be a cell in your ovary or your testes. And see how the DNA is, these are the DNA, and these are kind of vaguely blue, and these are red. So red will have come from one parent, and the blue will have come from another parent. Just like in mitosis, first, we got to have that DNA replication. So you see we're doubling up on that DNA, and now these chromosomes are more like the X that we're used to seeing. So now these are called homologous chromosomes. This is a pair, and this is a pair. And what that means is those chromosomes carry the DNA for the same genes, which I know sounds a little weird. We're going to study that more in detail in genetics. But it means that you have 2 genes for eye color and 2 genes for hair color, one from each parent. So now meiosis begins in our very oversimplified version, and you see that we have some swapping of the DNA that has gone on here. A bit of red has come on to this one, and a bit of blue has come on to that one. And we've gone to 2 cells. And then meiosis has a second step where now we're going to end up with 4 cells. They have half the amount of DNA that we had originally. And now we've got some variation going on. We've got some blue and red together. These are the list of the phases that are in meiosis. Do not feel the need to write these down. We're going to go through them one at a time. This is a very general picture of meiosis. This is packed. It's a lot of information in here. We're going to go through all of these one-on-one, but you can always come back to this picture as a good one to come back to. And notice, mitosis is a cycle. Cells go around, they go through mitosis, and then it starts over again. The same cells will go through mitosis. That's not happening here. These cells are going to go off. They're going to combine with other cells in the process of sexual reproduction. So this is not a cycle. One nice thing about this picture, which is good to come back to, the chromosomes are color-coded. So one color will have come from one parent and the other color from the other parent. And you can see how the colors get moved and separated throughout this process. Also, notice under here where it says it's 2N, or let me say down here where it says it's N, it helps you follow where the DNA is breaking in half and all that stuff. All right, that's enough for now. Next video is coming soon. Good job.